Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and it's good to have you with us.
The starting fives for our game. Here's a look at both lineups. Tip-off coming up in just a moment. And it's the Lynx to start out. Here's McBride. Pass to Smith. And here's Collier. Can't hit that one.
You see defenders afraid to get in her way a lot of times when she's on her way to the bucket, but not that time.
Thornton outside. Here's Martin. Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw.
First team foul.
And this is the first year that we have the reset timeout. So, Tim, why don't you give us the lowdown?
Oh, thanks for asking, Blake. Well, you get to advance the ball to half court. However, unlike a regular timeout, you cannot huddle up on the sidelines.
And I'll add, you only get one, and you can only use them in the final 2 minutes of a game. So you have to use them strategically.
And for the Golden State Valkyries, Chase Center is where they call home.
Opened up back in fall of 2019, one of the finest venues in the NBA. There were lots of options of places to play in the Bay Area, but the Valkyries wanted to play in the best venue possible.
She hits the second from the line.
And this Minnesota franchise is built around their star, Napheesa Collier.
Well, you think about 2022, Collier played just 4 games. In the Lynx, they missed the playoffs. Last year, Collier took her game to another level, a first-team All-WNBA selection. Great to see her score inside. Collier is an all-around forward, capable of scoring in a variety of ways, including in the paint.
Now here is Hayes. Pass to Fagmenle. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Hayes. Here's Thornton. There's the triple. It's up and it's off the mark. 1 up, 1 not down. Collier outside. First quarter play with about a minute and a half gone by.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy, because 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
Pass to Martin. Back to Hayes. Rebound by the Lynx. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by.
On the wing, Courtney Williams.
And here's Carlton. Covered by Thornton. Now McBride. Here's Smith. And the 3 off target.
Pass to Martin.
Now here is Hayes. Billings. Here's Thornton. Just before the shot clock expires.
Well, you got to be more physical than that if you want to stop Kayla Thornton, at least. She's used to having to fight through tough defense.
Pass to Carlton. Back to Collier. And the Lynx miss again. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in.
Tiffany Hayes on the wing.
McBride covering. Thornton outside.
Martin.
Down low. Billings. It's good, and she makes her first shot of the game. The Lynx trailing. Collier outside. Here's Carlton, covered by Thornton. Back to Collier. 6 on the shot clock. For 3. It's good from long range.
A steady shooter from beyond the arc. Collier's presence on the floor helps space it. A big asset for this team.
Pass to Fagbenle.
It's hauled in by Smith.
Here's Carlton. And it's off from three-point range. Basket counts and 1. She'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play. She'll be shooting her first free throw of the game.
Nafisa Collier. 1 shot.
You know, one interesting thing about the Valkyries, they have the same ownership as the Warriors.
And when you look at the dominant run the Warriors went on, that is the expectation for the Valkyries. It's a first-class organization that will spare no expense to win in Golden State.
Pass to Fagbenle. Over Smith. And it comes off the front of the rim. The Lynx with the lead. And here's Williams. Now Carlton. Covered by Thornton.
Here's Smith. Collier.
Back to Smith. Yes, and it's Nafisa Collier with the assist that time.
An intimidating interior presence. Smith uses her toughness to get her way down low.
Pass to Martin. Now Fagbenle. Martin. McBride covering. And Martin gets it to go.
You know, some players you give that shot to, but let me be clear. She is not one of them. Terrible job by the defense.
Now here's Williams. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. A shot by Collier, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. She's not the player to give open looks to, but they got away with it that time.
Now here is Hayes. She's guarded by Williams. Pass to Fagbenle. Martin. Hayes. She's guarded by Williams. And they take the lead.
I can't believe it. They cannot forget about her like that. She's not going to miss that open look.
Now Collier. 8 points for her. To the middle. And a kick out to McBride. The 3. Nailed from three-point land.
And these two teams continue to trade punches back and forth like heavyweight fighters.
The momentum swings are impossible to keep track of. The energy in this building just keeps changing.
It's been such a crazy game.
Now here is Hayes. Pass to Fagbenle. And stolen by Smith. And the Lynx pushing it up now. For 3, Kayla McBride. Fagbenle with the rebound. Now here is Thornton. McBride covering. Now here is Hayes. And she converts the layup.
This is Hayes at her best, going downhill in full attack mode.
And here's Williams. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to McBride. Here's Carlton, covered by Thornton. Here's Carlton, back to McBride. Jacks up a 3. hits the three-point bomb.
Can score from anywhere on the court, and McBride has really taken on that alpha personality type.
Now here is Hayes, and stolen by Smith. Pass to McBride from the arc, and the Lynx, another three.
From three-point range, she has hit the ground running. What a first quarter for her from deep.
Now here is Hayes. She's guarded by Williams. There's a screen to the paint. Here's Fabenle, and she floats it in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Ran her defender straight into that screen to open up the lane to the hoop.
Shot high post. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
Well, it's a player who does use the mid-range. It's part of what makes Collier difficult to defend. She can score from everywhere on the offensive end.
Now here is Hayes. It's hauled in by Williams. Smith, right side. Pass to Collier. He shoots again. Good work defensively by Kayla Thornton. And here's Martin. Back to Hayes. Here's Martin. To Thornton from outside the arc. Doesn't get it to drop for her.
One thing about Napheesa Collier, she's great at many things. She's not a specialist. She's well-rounded.
Well, how about this? I mean, she's been top 10 in the league in scoring, rebounding, steals, blocks. I mean, that's four of the five major food groups. She gives you everything at a high level.
To the inside. Here's Fabenle, and that one's good.
Down there in the low post is where you want to create a lot of your offense.
And here are the Lynx now. 6-point lead. Inside. Here's Collier. And the shot goes in.
Simple game plan. Collier's teammates need to keep getting it to her. She's feeling it, going to town on the defense.
Here's Martin. 7 points in the game. Pass to Fabenle, and stolen by Smith. And the Lynx pushing it up now. Here's Carlton. Yes, and it's Napheesa Collier with the assist that time.
It's been a fantastic opening quarter for them.
Yeah, I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. This is the start that coaches dream of.
Now here is Hayes. They set the pick. Tries again, and the layup is up and in.
Well, don't let her position trick you. Hayes has no issue scoring the ball down low.
Outside Williams. Pass to Collier. Three-pointer. Another three for Minnesota.
Looks like they're going to have one of those days where they can do no wrong.
Well, they certainly haven't done anything wrong so far, stretching the lead into double digits already.
Such a hot start.
Here's Martin.
Next foul. Bridget Carlton.
So both teams making some changes here.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Thornton. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, you have to run Thornton off her shot. You simply cannot let her get comfortable in the catch and fight.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Miller.
Back to Samuelson.
Clock at 6.
Collier inside.
Got it off in time, but it's no good. And that does it for the first quarter. The Lynx on top. They're up by 9. Stay with us as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And we'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move into the second. And from what we've seen from the Lynx, what's your take so far?
Lots of running to start the game here.
It's a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition.
Now Burton. Pass is on Delasini.
Here's Van Loo.
There's the 3. Connects from three-point range.
Good pass work. The assist was right on target.
The Lynx leading.
Outside Miller.
McBride up top.
Now here's Peely.
5 to shoot. Fires for 3.
Rebound by Rupert.
Well, you could see it in her eyes. She wanted to return the favor with that 3, but she just couldn't get it to go.
And here's Burton. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change.
Pass to Van Loo. And here's Rupert.
Burton. And here's Sandelasini.
Miller defending.
Here's Thornton. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good.
Outside Miller.
We're now around a minute and a half into the second quarter. Pass to McBride. Three-pointer. That one is good. She has missed only 1 of her 6 shots from the floor.
I love it. Keep shooting. As the threes keep dropping for her, she'll keep shooting. Keep shooting.
As she should. Look, when you're having the kind of day she's having from long range, why not just keep firing her?
It's Burton. Here's Van Loo.
McBride covering. Here's Thornton. That's good for her 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
The sweet touch from the mid-range. I love seeing Thornton go to work from this area.
Pass to Miller.
McBride with the ball. The 3 is up. No good that time.
She may have been surprised to find herself so open, and maybe that's why she missed.
Delasini. Miller defending.
Thornton outside. Takes the 3. Shepherd pulls it in. Drive by Kayla McBride. And she finishes nicely on the layup.
On the drive, McBride can be so dynamic, which helps her beat the defense.
Home team.
And just thinking about players that do it all, who would you say is the most versatile player in the league?
Alyssa Thomas, for me, she averaged 15, 10, and 8 last year. Pretty much unheard of in the W.
That was an insane year from Alyssa Thomas, and she could have won MVP for sure. But I'm going to go with Nafisa Collier. I mean, she does it all. She's all WNBA in terms of defense. She's averaged 21 points a game. She can pass it. She can rebound it. I mean, just an incredible talent.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Burton can't hit. And here are the Lynx now.
Pass to Peely. Now Miller.
McBride outside.
Now Heidemann.
She tries for 3.
A rebound by Van Loo.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter play. Thornton. Pass to Burton. Picked by Thornton. 6 to shoot. Pulls it from the elbow. Rebound by the Lynx. McBride outside. Launches it.
They get it back.
Here's Shepherd. To the wing on the left. Here's Heidemann. Looking for a first basket still in this one. Shepherd. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor. Now Burton. To the paint.
Here's Van Loo. Pass to Burton.
And 2 free throws coming up as she misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. And this is her first free throw of the game.
Line for your home team, Veronica Burton. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
The first free throw is good. So both teams changing it up here. And good on both. Now here's Williams. Wyatt so far offensively searching for first points of the game.
And in 2023, Minnesota finished as the 6th seed with a record of 19-21.
Well, Minnesota missed the playoffs in 2022, which ended their 11-year postseason streak. But they regrouped, and in 2023, they took the Sun the full 3 games in the first round, almost pulling off the huge upset. But what was most important was getting back to the postseason.
Here's Shepherd. Falls through. She's now made 2 out of 4.
With the perfect physical frame for interior scoring, Shepherd can sure do some damage down low.
Here's Van Loo.
Pass to Hayes.
Now Rupert.
Covered by Smith. 5 on the clock.
Here's Van Loo.
Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by Williams.
Here's Heidemann.
Off the mark there with the 3.
Here's Van Loo.
Pass to Fagbenley.
Van Loo.
McBride covering. And here's Burton. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Smith. Williams with it. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Now here's Shepherd. Down low. The kick out to Williams. Screen by Smith. Williams inside. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
You know, she might be 5'8", but Williams has tons of different ways to finish at the hoop. Hard to stop.
Here's Fagbenley.
She's guarded by Shepherd. Pass to Van Loo.
Over McBride.
Van Loo can't hit.
That's one she knows she should have drained.
Shepherd up top.
Williams with it. Now McBride. The tray. Good for another basket. She has put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Off the court, McBride is lighthearted, but she's a killer on the court. Basketball is everything to her.
Now here is Hayes. Here's Burton. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for her, 1 for 4 shooting.
Fantastic pass. She made that a very easy bucket with the setup.
Here's Williams. Pass to Smith. Another one falls for Minnesota.
A player who can get creative offensively. Let's just say Smith knows what to do inside.
And here's Rupert, covered by Smith. And here's Fagbenle. And she drops in the layup off glass.
That pick wasn't ultra effective, but hey, it got her just enough room for the score.
Pass to Shepard. Here's McBride. Smith left side. Williams. Screen by Smith. From downtown, another 3 for Minnesota.
So much action these days out of the pick and roll. Williams is made for this type of basketball. A slick dribbling and good decision-making player.
Now here is Hayes. Pass to Fagbenle. Hayes with it. She's guarded by Williams. Here's Van Loo. And good as it snugs right down through the net.
Putting up solid assist numbers out of the 2 position. Hayes, a good mover to the ball.
Now Heidemann. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Right at the free throw line. Williams can't get it to go. Now here is Hayes. Tight defense on her. It doesn't go for her. And here are the Lynx now. Outside Williams. Pass to Heidemann. And here's Smith. On the wing, Kayla McBride. Screen by Smith. And here's Kayla McBride from the arc. Fagbenle with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
It's Burton. Here's Van Loo. McBride covering. Hayes. It's hauled in by Smith.
She kind of short-armed that shot after doing a nice job of getting open.
Pass to McBride. From past the arc. That miss takes her to 7 for 12 from the field this game. Outside Hayes. To the middle. It's Burton. Misses the layup. She had her with that pump fake, but couldn't make her pay. Smith outside. Pass to Williams. Trying to get back on track. It will not find the hoop, and it's her 3rd miss. She has made 2. And here's Burton. To the inside. Great pass to set up the land.
Ran her defender straight into that screen to open up the lane to the hoop.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Williams with it, guarded now by Hayes. And here's Kayla McBride from the arc. For the basket, her 8th, 8 for 13 from the floor.
I love how McBride is unafraid of making mistakes, and she really just plays her game and then will live with the results.
Here's Van Loo. She's got 5, and Hayes is good for 3.
Some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, it sure didn't take him long to go and get those 3 points back.
Outside Williams. Pass to Heidemann. It's good. The assist that time from Courtney Williams.
She was 1 step ahead of the D in making that pass. Nice assist.
And through 1 half, it hasn't even been close. It's ahead. They lead by 18. And time now for the halftime break, with the 3rd quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. Well, it's been a one-sided affair through the first 2 quarters, but there is plenty of time to mount a comeback. And it's been one outstanding game from Kayla McBride.
And those threes have been dropping for her. Absolute dead-eye shooting in that first half.
Yeah, I'll say. I mean, this could not have been a more productive day for her from long range.
Now here is Hayes. Thornton outside. Back to Hayes. And there's a pick. To the middle. Billings. And that one drops for her.
She did so well to lead her teammate right to the ideal spot. That's the kind of playmaking coaches like to see.
Here's Carlton. Pass to Collier. No one near her. Bagbenley with the rebound. Outside Hayes. Now Martin. Bagbenley, covered by Smith. Here's Martin. Shot clock at 6. Outside Hayes. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Smith. So the Lynx now. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
And when you talk about winning, historically, the Lynx are up there with any team in the WNBA.
Absolutely. You look at their 4 titles, which is tied for the most in league history. Then you see they have the 3rd best winning percentage of all time. I mean, this is a franchise that consistently has been in the hunt over the years.
Here's Martin. She has 7. Rebound, Kayla McBride. Outside Williams. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
She just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything she does on the court, off the court. She lives and breathes basketball.
Now here is Hayes. Pass to Martin. Back to Hayes. There's a screen. And they're going to count the bucket and send her to the line. 3-point play.
Founded back in 2021, the Commissioner's Cup has been an awesome addition to the WNBA season, Brian.
Oh, we all have loved it. It brings extra excitement to the schedule. So much so that the NBA adopted their own version of it.
Yeah, and it's been great in the NBA. What I love about it, we get a final way before the final. So you get a taste of postseason pressure a lot earlier.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Collier. And it's Billings with the rebound. Pass to Martin. Now here is Hayes. And here's Billings. Thornton, covered by Collier. Here's Bagbenley. Shot clock at 5. Fast break, here they come. Here's Carlton. And so she draws the foul on the shot. Trip to the line to shoot it.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the line.
Exactly. You want to prevent the layup, give them a little knock, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming down the lane the next time around.
It does send a message.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half.
Home team.
Wise move to call a timeout right here. They need to just settle down. They've been playing out of control, and it shows with how many turnovers they've had.
She's guarded by Williams. Back to Hayes. Six on the shot clock. And she banks in the layup.
And for Hayes, there's not really a fear of contact. Drives in hard and runs right through the defender to get to her shot.
Now here's Williams. She has 7. To the paint. And it's Collier missing. Outside Hayes. The offensive rebound. Thornton. Martin. McBride covering. Pass to Fagbenle. Thornton with it. Here's the 3. And Collier pulls it down.
You know, some players struggle with the transition from college to pros, but not Nafisa Collier.
In her rookie year, it was ridiculous. She led the league in minutes. She was an all-star as a rookie. Remember, Collier won a national championship in college. She was used to the spotlight. She's coming to the league as an all-star level player, and we've seen her just improve.
Now here is Hayes. She's got 12.
Pass to Martin.
Back to Hayes. They set the pick. It's hauled in by the Lynx. And the foul called on Smith. That'll be her second foul of the game.
Great defense, anticipated the play, and got there first.
And coaches love players that are just not afraid to put their bodies on the line and take a shot for the team.
Pass to Hayes. Now Martin. Back to Hayes. Now Fagbenle. Covered by Smith. Now Fagbenle. Comes up empty down low. Inside. Here's Collier. And the shot goes in.
Uses every bit of her strength to overpower the defense. Collier does not fear contact.
Pass to Martin.
The 3 ball. Yes, and a nice assist from Tiffany Hayes.
You're just asking for trouble if you let her roam free in three-point range.
Williams with it. 7 points in the game. McBride up top. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2.
Well, who doesn't love a guard who can be prolific while also being efficient? That's what Kayla McBride does. She makes very few bad plays.
Well, it starts with great shot selection, right? She makes the smart pass rather than the flashy one. She keeps the turnovers to a minimum, and she's someone you trust to read the floor and make good choices.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, Kayla McBride is a good free throw shooter. I mean, is there anything she can't do?
That's also good, so she hits them both.
Here's Martin.
10 points for her. Outside Hayes.
Pass to Martin.
Over McBride.
Martin, no bueno.
Not pretty. Got to just shake off a miss like that.
Collier with it. Covered by Thornton. Stolen by Kayla Thornton.
Here's Martin.
Hayes up top. Thornton, covered by Collier.
Pass to Martin.
Billings, 4 on the clock. Buries it down low. And here's Williams.
She has 7.
McBride for 3. Gets it to fall, and she's now 10 of 15 on the game.
She draws so much attention. Williams can find others for easy buckets. Good dish.
Now Martin.
Down low, Billings. Minnesota grabs the miss. The kick out to McBride. Another 3 for Minnesota.
3 points.
It's a one-man show out there, guys. Looks like she's willing to handle all the offensive duties for them.
Here's Martin.
McBride covering. Pass to Hayes. Launches a 3. Sinks the triple.
Getting great lift on her shot. Hayes can really drain him from 3.
So the Lynx now. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead.
Shepard with it.
To the paint.
Collier inside.
Covered by Thornton. And there's the 3-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
It's Burton.
Pass to Zondalesini. Out to the wing.
And here's Billings.
Covered by Smith. 6 to shoot.
It's Burton.
She's guarded by Williams.
Burton can't hit.
Outside Williams.
Nafisa Collier on the wing.
Nafisa Collier draws the double team. Now here's McBride. 33 points for her. It's not going to go for her.
And here's Burton.
Over to the left wing. A baseline J. Here's Billings. And good work on the boards, and they pick up the second chance points.
The D-Cod caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance points.
They need more effort than that on the boards. That can't happen.
Absolutely.
Basket good.
And the ball movement by Williams. Excellent at finding her teammates in spots where they can score.
Pass to Zondalesini. Out of bounds. It'll be Lynx ball.
The ball goes to Minnesota. Substitution on the court.
And here are the Lynx now. Now here's Williams.
Miller. Shepard with it.
Out to the wing. Clock at 6.
Now Heidemann. A rebound by Rupert.
Here's Talbot.
Miller defending. Here's Talbot.
He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Burton can't hit.
Here's Williams.
Pass to Shepard. Heidemann.
And it's Billings with the rebound.
Here's Van Loo.
She's guarded by Williams.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
To the left side wing.
Here's Rupert.
Misses the 3.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
Pass to Williams. Collier. Inside. Here's Heidemann. No good with the layup. To the inside. Here's Talbot. It's Burton. The three. Buries it from three-point range.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here's Williams. 7 points in the game. To the middle. Shepard. It's good. The assist that time from Courtney Williams.
Ran her defender straight into that screen to open up the lane to the hoop.
Pass to Van Loo.
Now Burton. Here's Rupert. She's guarded by Shepard. Here's Talbot. This one for three. Bangs home the trifecta.
And if you leave anyone that wide open, you're just asking them to punish you, and they did there.
Outside Miller. Pass to Heidemann. From beyond the arc. Kept alive. Out to Miller. Good on the triple.
This is a shot that Miller is still developing, but it looked pretty smooth that time.
Here's Van Loo. She's guarded by Williams. It's Burton. From the wing. He got it up in time, but it just wouldn't fall for him. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The Lynx on top, up 19. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And we're getting underway in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things can change. Now Heidemann. Outside Miller. Pass to Heidemann. Shepard the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Heidemann no good.
She can't get anything to drop. And the way she's going, it's probably not something she should try to shoot her way out of.
And I'm sure her teammates would agree with that. You know, the last thing they want to see her doing is shooting it more.
At the line for your home team, Veronica Burton. 2 shots.
She's off on the first. Good on the second free throw. And here's Heidemann. Outside Miller. Pass to Heidemann. Right outside. Drains it from beyond the arc.
They've been able to depend on her offense all game, guys. She's just not wasting any chances, any shots she's had.
And if they want to make things even easier on themselves here late in the ball game, I got an idea. Just keep getting her the basketball.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
Now here's Miller. And a foul on the shot. She'll go to the stripe for 2.
You see, this is what you get with Kayla McBride. You get a clever scorer with just a knack for earning free throws.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And she's good on the second.
It's Burton. Pass to Van Loo.
Zandalasini. Down low.
Van Loo, shot is good.
Beautiful dish down low.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Right outside.
Healy with it.
Back to McBride.
Shepard the screen.
Kayla McBride, and that's good.
Beautifully crafted for maximum efficiency. McBride's a natural playmaker.
Pass to Van Loo.
Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Lynx. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead.
Now here's Shepard.
She's covered closely. Here's McBride. Again, Minnesota.
You love to see that offensive mindset from McBride, and fans are rarely disappointed with her intensity.
It's Burton.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed by now here in the fourth quarter.
Heidemann grabs the miss.
And here are the Lynx now. To the paint. Here's Shepard. Got a piece of it.
Outside Miller.
Clock at 4. Offline with the 3. To the inside. The lead pass was put in just the right spot to produce the layup.
That's the area where they'd like all their shots to come from.
Outside Miller. Heidemann.
Inside. Here's McBride. Banked in off the glass.
The catalyst of the team, McBride is depended on for buckets, and I'll tell you, she usually delivers.
Here's Van Loo.
Pass to Zandalasini. From outside, off the mark. Here's Minnesota. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Here's Miller. But she gets it back.
And here's Heidemann.
Tries a 3. Talbot pulls it in.
Which team is she playing for anyway? I mean, with all these missed three-pointers, she is just hurting her team.
The shot's good.
That is exactly why you don't leave your feet until the shooter elevates. She went for that pump fake. Hook, line, and sinker.
Pass to McBride. Shoots the 3.
Yes, and it's Diamond Miller picking up that assist.
She came out of the locker room smoking. Great second half for her so far.
Here's Van Loo.
McBride covering. Here's Zandalasini from deep. Gets it to go from downtown.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball at one end with their own.
A three-point battle starting to take shape here.
Now here's Miller.
Pass to Heidemann.
Shepard the screen. Now Heidemann.
14 feet out. McBride misses.
That's a shot she's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
Here's Van Loo.
Here's Burton. That 3 off the mark.
Outside Miller.
Pass to McBride.
And here's Heidemann.
And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
What an alert play. It's just a great job of hitting her teammate on the move.
And here's Burton. Here's Van Loo. Now Zandalacini. Shoots over Miller. Rebound, Kayla McBride. Miller left side. Pass to Heidemann.
McBride with the ball. No good from outside.
Here's Van Loo.
Now Zandalacini. McBride covering. And she's going for the alley-oop.
It's stolen by Peely.
McBride left side. Down low.
Pass to Peely.
Now McBride.
Diamond Miller for three.
The shot, no good.
And here's Burton.
Puts up a three.
Zandalacini. Here's Rupert. Heidemann grabs the miss.
Yeah, she tried to fight her way through traffic and just couldn't do it.
Here's Miller.
And the layup's good off the glass.
Now Burton. Pass to Van Loo.
Tries to snap the cold streak. That's in for her fifth make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Minnesota calls a timeout.
Start it.
Right outside.
Pass to Smith.
To the middle.
Collier.
Over Thornton. And count the basket. She was fouled, and she's going to the line for one more.
At the line for the away team, Nafisa Collier. One shot.
One shot.
Now here is Hayes. Pass to Fagbenley.
Here's Martin.
McBride covering. Here's Fagbenley. Thornton right side. Just 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by the Lynx.
That's rough. No one to blame but herself. She should definitely scored that time. I don't know what happened.
Bucket is good.
She will make you throw your hands up as a defender. It just frustrates you because you just don't know how to play her.
Now here is Thornton. Pass to Hayes. And it's good. 2 points.
Think about Tiffany Hayes. She is putting on a show.
So the Lynx now. Williams. She's guarded by Hayes. Back to Collier. To the paint. Right outside. Fires top of the key. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Carlton. Screen by Smith. Here's Carlton. Covered by Thornton. Carlton's shot is off. And here's Martin.
2 minutes.
Now here is Hayes. Pass to Fagmenle. Yes, and a nice assist from Tiffany Hayes.
What a willing distributor. Hayes has an uncanny ability to find open teammates.
To the right side. Here's Carlton. Covered by Thornton. For 3, Kayla McBride drills the three-pointer.
I mean, that shot just becomes effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
Outside Hayes. Pass to Martin. They set the screen. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Three's going down quickly at both ends.
What an answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back.
Everybody gets a 3.
Now here's Williams. And here's Kayla McBride from the arc. And the Lynx, another 3.
I don't want to say that they're trying to run up the score, but they do keep adding up to that lead.
Well, if you won't say it, partner, I will. They're trying to run up the score here.
Thanks for saying that, Brian.
Hayes with it. She's guarded by Williams. Tiffany Hayes double team. Pass to Fagmenle. Tried to come right back with the 3 of her own, but it's no good. Now here's Williams. She's guarded by Hayes. To the inside. And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Lynx able to keep the ball here.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Miller. Shot clock at 6. Knocked away.
Wow, it is a huge day on the glass for a player who's, you know what, they're giving up a lot of size to bigger players out there. Very impressive.
Hayes with it. So we see the Lynx taking the W here. And this one was all over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, but they never got it.
Yeah, I mean, they rolled this one. They made it look simple and efficient performance at both the offensive and defensive ends.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.